Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we are reading for Virgo season. This will be from August 22nd through September 22nd. Now, when I am doing these readings for the season, and it'll be all of your signs, individual signs in Virgo season, and how that's going to affect you, I use a boatload of cards. I use a boatload of decks. I will use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards for the main reading. I ask for clarification from my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Any words of advice from my Osha Zen Tarot cards. I then come back to Radley Valentine, my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I have been pulling one card from my Radley Valentine Guardian Angel cards, and I finish up with my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, of all the decks, I have prayed, meditated, and infused them all with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? Okay. Virgo season's going to be an interesting time. So now here, this is where I kind of give you a little recap on stuff. We actually have 3 planets that are direct. Mercury is direct, okay? And I believe that's direct in Virgo. And we do start, though, the shadow of retrograde as of the 13th, because it goes retrograde in Libra seasons. And Libras, you know what that means. There's a lot of karmic resolution happening, and it will be happening in your season. But, you know, right now it is direct, though it does start that shadow, which means that it starts to slow down, and it's not, or at least it appears to be slowing down. Now, Venus, which is in Libra, and Mars, can't remember what that is. I could be in Virgo season also. Now we have 5 planets retrograde: Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and Uranus. So, you know, there is some interesting energy there. Jupiter and Saturn, they're in Aquarius right now. Uranus is in Taurus. Okay, can't quite remember with my Neptune and Pluto right now. Are they still in Pisces? I don't think that they are. Anyway, on the 22nd of August, that morning, when it's still Leo season, we will have that second Aquarius full moon, and that will be at 8:17 a.m. Eastern time. So we've talked about that Leo season has been bracketed by these 2 full moons. The last time this happened was 8 years ago, and the next time it'll be, I think, 11 years from now. Now, Virgo season officially begins at 3:35 p.m., and this is all Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be an interesting time. The one thing that clicked with me on Virgo, because Virgo season was a little bit quiet for me. I wasn't really getting any major downloads or not. It was just it's a wait and see type of energy. Virgo is an earth energy, but it's also the 6th sign of when the astrological year begins. So a couple of things was that, the number 6 is the number of man. So then I'm thinking that, then Leo is the 5th sign, and 5s are all about change. So there's a lot of changes that have been going on in Leo season. So now all of those changes come to Virgo, and Virgo now has to do something with them. Virgo has to, solidify them. Virgo has to look at them and say, nope, not taking this anymore. Or, yes, we're accepting this. So Virgo's going to be taking a lot of those changes and really doing a lot of delving and looking and seeing, what does this all mean? And is this something that we can live with, something we cannot live with? So then that also means that when we come to Libra season, that will be 7, and 7 is that divine umbrella. It is that divine number. Now, the other thing I noticed about Virgo season was we did have a lot of Virgo, transits and things going on in Virgo itself. And we had a lot of Libra energy going on. We had a little bit of Scorpio and Pisces, but it seemed that Virgo and Libra were the main players in Virgo season. So, Libra is about justice. Libra is about balance. And considering that Mercury will be retrograde when we are in Libra season, there could be a lot of, justice, basically karmic justice being handed out during Libra season. But again, in Virgo season, we're getting ready for all of that. Okay, so let's just kind of go a little bit into this. So again, we said that, I said that 22nd Virgo season begins. Let's pull a couple of my rider cards. And yes, I've prayed, meditated on these also, and infused Reiki energy. Let's see what we have just as an overview for Virgo season. Here we go. Choices. This has been coming up a lot lately for me. Choices. So here we have sevens. 7, divine umbrella. Basically, like I said, this is something that, there's something over us that's not necessarily making it easy, but it's not necessarily making it hard. It's all about our choices. Now, our choices in what we do, it can be very positive. So here we have, what is this? The olive branch, the wreath, which is very associated with Virgo season, but we also have the snake. We also have here's the snake. This is kind of just a serpenty thing. Then we have, this is a tower type. So there are things, we have some choices on what to do with all of this energy that just came from Leo season into Virgo. Do we build upon it? Do we make positive choices, positive changes, or do we just let everything crumble around us? A lot of it is hidden. So here we go. And that would be right, because I was feeling that there was, I was like, come on, what's happening in Virgo season? And I wasn't getting very clear pictures or answers. Next card, though, here we are. And that one, so this is the 7 of Cups. Cups, remember, is water energy. It is our Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. We do have Pisces and Scorpio. We have a Pisces full moon, and we have something going on. Venus enters Scorpio too. So, but again, I did not see Cancer. Now we have our sword energy, aces. Now, so we have a 7, we have a 1 energy, because ace is a 1. Swords is our Libra, our Aquarius. It's also our Gemini. It is our thought processes. It's hearing news. It's our ideas. It's our what are we going to how are we going to think about this? What are we going to do about, not, I shouldn't say do so much as where are we going with this? What are our challenges? How can we overcome them? So swords in itself, the Ace of Swords is all about these new ideas, new possibilities. Now we just have to take those possibilities and bring it into that earth energy so we can actually make something with it. Okay, next card is, again, we have that swords energy. So, but this is the page, and the page's underlying energy is our earth energy. So this is really very much the Virgo and all the Libra energy that we have this month. Pages, earth energy is, again, our Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. It's, what we can make with our hands. It is our, it is our work, job, career, our money energy, what we can actually make with our hands. And then with the swords energy, it's like, taking our ideas, taking all of the things that swirling around us, taking that and actually creating that. So it looks like we have a lot of choices. We have the ability to, and these are emotional choices. These are committed choices. We have the ability to think things through, to reason things through. Do we allow our emotions to overwhelm our intellect, our objectivity? It's going to be an interesting time in Virgo season. Okay, so now we have, I told you Virgo season begins in August 30th, Mercury enters Libra. Mercury is about our, communication. And it's also a lot of this has a lot of karmic energy. Now, remember, we are starting to go into the shadow of the retrograde. And, that's going to be on the 13th. So we're going to be in Mercury, and Mercury's going to be in Libra for a little bit of time before it starts that shadow area, that shadow time. So we, again, too, Libra is the scales. Libra is justice. Libra is balance energy. So there could be some communication with, that basically is talking about justice, balance. It could be very soothing to us. It could be a little bit unnerving to us at the same time. It's all about, all that change energy in Leo is now being put into play, or being put into place during Virgo season. So let's see if we're going to just pull one card for Mercury. Okay, and that starts at 1:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you like those times. Here we go. Okay, so now we have an 8. This is a major arcana card. This is all about strength. This is kind of, and remember, here we have kind of that Leo energy. So we could be hearing things that just might be a little bit upsetting, might be a little bit, disconcerting. We just have to push through it. We just have to reach out to our higher power, who could be your guardian angel, spirit guide, your voice of the universe, your divine, whoever that is, the source, and, and just kind of work and push through this Libra, Mercury, energy that's going on. Okay, so now we have the new moon in Virgo. That will be on September 6th. And so Virgo, again, Virgo is the Virgin. Virgo is, has a lot to do with harvest, growing things, the earth energy. Virgo wants things to be nice, and the new moon is about new beginnings, new seasons. Remember, new moon to full moon is all about requesting. Full moon is release, relinquish, and request. And the new moon to the full moon is the waxing moon. It gets bigger and bigger. So it's all about requesting. The new moon is also about, making a lot of wishes, a lot of just putting things out into that universe. This is a good time for you to put out the things that that will help you make a more comfortable life. Okay? Full moon, release, relinquish, and request. And then the full moon, as it gets smaller, it is waning and it comes back. That's about relinquishing. That's about getting rid of things. So on September 6th, we have that new moon in Virgo, 8:51 p.m. It's going to be, I think that it could be a very grounding moon. I think it could be something that helps us through this season and might give us some of that clarity. It might bring us back. I'm kind of like it brings us back to earth. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Well, now we have Temperance. Temperance is that balance. It's one of those Libra types of cards. So here, this is a 14. So that is a derivative of 7. So we have a 7-7, and that can equal 14. Also, too, as we go through our readings, remember to write down your numbers, write down any archangels that come to you. So, this could be a time where we start to have that balance. We regain that balance in what's going on in the world and possibly in our lives too. So this is very positive with this. I like this. It kind of is, it's very soothing at the same time. There is some water energy with this because you can see that they're balancing out the cups. So, just know that this could be one of those really positive times to it could help us to be very soothing. It's like the universe is trying to soothe us down a little bit. It's like when our nerve endings are all over the place and it wants to just say, no, everything's going to be okay, at least for the moment. Okay, so now in September 10th, Venus enters Scorpio. Scorpio is the detective. Scorpio needs to know things. Scorpio also has a little bit of hidden energy. Venus in Libra, Venus loves Libra. They just dance together. So now Venus is coming out of that Libra energy into Scorpio. So there could be some secrets revealed on that emotional level, on that, that love level, that relationship type of level too. Mars is entering Libra on the 14th. Mars is the god of war, is actually very associated with Aries, so this is kind of like wanting to just get out there and just fight. But Libra's kind of saying, hey, let's look at both sides now. Let's look at both sides. Let's use some temperance on this. We can't just choose one side over the other. So I feel that's actually going to be very calming to Mars. Now, we come to the 20th of September. that full moon is in Pisces. Now, again, too, Pisces is the dual fish. One fish likes to look to the optimistic side, but there's that other fish that likes to go into the shadows, likes to go into the dark, wants to know more of the secrets too. It has a little bit of that secret discovery like Scorpio does, but they don't really want to. They just want to know. They want to know. Now, so they don't necessarily need to tell other people about it. They just want to know the secrets. And the full moon has a lot of different types of secrets. We do not know what the other side of the moon looks like. We never see that side. This is also a time, because this is the water energy, this is also a time of very strong psychic, intuitive type of energy too. And especially since we are coming up to then the September 22nd, which will then be Libra season, and it will also be the equinox. So Libra season comes in at 3:21 p.m. Now, excuse me a second. I was pulling the card for that full moon, and it flew all the way here. So excuse me. And here we are. Here's this card. It was upside down. And this is 12. This is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is, we're going to have to look at things from a different perspective. We're going to, what we know as, it could be that what we know is as truth. We may find out, oh, no, things aren't quite the way we looked at them. Things aren't quite the way we saw them. What we thought was truth was not truth, or what we thought was false was not false. It's all about looking at things from a different angle. But it is this could be a time of a new paradigm that is coming. Okay, so that would be that full moon in Pisces. And if you think about it, like I said, Pisces likes to go and delve into that deeper recesses, the murky waters. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a very interesting time. Virgo has, like I said, there was a lot of Libra energy. Now, yes, we do have Aquarius energy because of Jupiter and Saturn. And remember, Saturn, I know I'm going to say it again, Saturn is all about illusions versus reality. So we do have that air energy, but there was a lot of Libra energy, and Libra was kind of opposing some of the signs, and Virgo energy, and it was kind of opposing some of the signs too. For the most part, they were all partnering. But so we had Virgo energy, we had a lot of Libra energy, there is Aquarius energy. I did not see any fire energy, and I did not see the ones that I'm telling you about. Those are what I saw when I was looking through and just researching for this. Now, maybe you'll know more about it, and that's all good. I am very willing, but to learn or to receive. But it was an interesting time. So we have the air, we have a little bit of water, not as much, air, earth, and a little bit of water. So we will see what we will see. So Virgo season seems like it's going to be interesting. Okay, now let's see, though, as we go on, let's see what it will be for your sign in Virgo season. Hello, my Capricorns, and welcome to Virgo season. This should work well for you, though we have a lot of that air energy in, and that could be some tempers flying, and just be aware of that around you. But it's a lot of Virgo energy. It's a lot of air energy, mostly Libra energy, and there is that little bit of water. But the earth signs, you do need that water. Okay, so let's see what we have for my Capricorns. Here we go. Please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It does help me stay on air, so thank you so much. I appreciate you doing that. Okay, button right there. Okay, 3 cards, face down. Let's see what we have for my Capricorns. First card, anything reversed does have stronger energy. Okay, so we have that air energy again. So, we talk about that. That's our Libra. It's our Aquarius, it's our Gemini. Now, this is thought processes. There is some trickiness that you have to figure out. Something you have to figure out probably with your work energy, because the page's underlying energy is Earth, which is yours. Also Taurus and Virgo. And again, that's your work energy, your money energy, your home energy. So there might be, even though you're very eager to, to attack the problem, even though you're very eager to solve the situation, you might have to take a moment just to kind of figure out what you're even doing with this. Because this is one of those times you'd want to make sure that you're being proactive as opposed to being reactive. So take a moment just to think things through a little bit and then get going, because the page, is very optimistic, very much let's go, very energetic to the point that you might tire out other people. But again, think things through as you attack whatever it is, and I mean that as productively get something done, okay? So this is logical, honest, impulsive, curious. Challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. Next card is the Three of Earth, your energy. Also Taurus and Virgo. So threes have creativity to it. There is also the power of three. Do something 3 times. That's also the Trinity. So there's a very strong number in itself. I think maybe that's why I put out 3 cards usually at the time. But this is finding creative solutions. This is doing, maybe if there's some money issues going on, it's finding some creative solutions on how to make money. Like maybe you're like, okay, I need to raise some money because I need a trip. Okay, I'm having a garage sale, or I'm going on one of the social medias and selling some things that I no longer need. So there is some creativity here in making money. Now, it could also have something to do with that page of air, where you have to step back a little bit and look at things and then, then get ready to do whatever it is. But it's kind of doing something different. Remember, if you always do what you always did, you always get what you always got. And this is you doing something a little bit different, just not as traditional. This is not a traditional time for you, I don't feel. So you're gonna step out a little bit more. You're gonna step out a little more in that riskier space. And it's kind of like, hey, this hasn't been working for us. We've got to try something else. So let's try this. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work. Be a team player. Your last card here is the Nine of Fire. Now, that's the only energy we did not get in the introduction. And there was not a lot of fire. Well, there wasn't any fire in the introduction anyway. Fire energy is our Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It's passionate, burning, determined. Nines have okay, you've got all the tools, you've got everything you need. Let's just bring it all together. It's kind of like, let's wrap it up, let's send it on its way. But it doesn't necessarily mean you quit. It just means we've got all we have, and this is what we need. Now, the Nine of Fire. My Capricorns, you used to get this card a whole lot. And if you remember, I love her because she is, to me, I call her the dragon tamer or the dragon slayer, depending on what needs to be done. But she stands firm. She doesn't give an inch. She knows what she knows. She knows what's right versus what's not right or what's wrong. And she stands firm. So this is basically saying, whatever this is, it's a good time to stand firm, especially if you know what's right. Okay? So don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Now that's kind of the hard thing. It's hard to, it's hard when we've been knocked around a little bit to continue to believe in ourselves. But the thing is, my Capricorns, you've got, just because somebody else said that you didn't, somebody else, made some sort of an opinion or said something about you, it doesn't mean that they were right. It doesn't mean that what they said was true. Okay? So believe in yourself, my Capricorns. Okay, this one is coming out, so we'll take that. My John Holland, Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Here we are, 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what we have with these. So now, so we remember 3 and a 9. Now we have a 6. 6 is the number of man. Okay, and we are in the 6th sign. This is what you can make of this. This is what, this is the energies you put into whatever this project might be. And this is all about victory and success. It's also about tooting your own horn. It's also about letting other people know that this came from you. I mean, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Next card. Okay, here's a 4. This is, 4 has stability. It has organization. There's also leadership. This is, kind of like not necessarily liking how things are happening, wanting to make some changes in my life, in your life, not necessarily going along with status quo, which kind of goes back to what I was saying here. It's it's like getting ready for something different, getting ready to, to do something that's not necessarily in the traditional. Okay, let's go on here. So we have a 6 and a 4. And now we have a 3. So we have that 3 again. So, 3s, again, have that very strong energy, power of 3, like I said. Partnerships and alliances. Connecting with other people that share your belief systems, but also that want to work with you, that want to work together. Just because, you don't have to share my belief systems in order for us to be productive together, in order for us to get things done. But this is you getting things done. And then you can all say, hey, we did a great job on this. So I do feel like this has a lot to do, if not necessarily with your work energy, it's with you completing things, getting things done. And actually, I do feel like you should feel very proud of what you accomplish during Virgo season. Okay, my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Let's see what we have with these. Any words of advice for my Capricorns? Here we are. I think we'll go another time. We'll shuffle one more time with this. There we go. Okay. Oh! Cards want to fly, but we got to let you go over there. Stay there. So 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards. Okay, reversed, receptivity. Now, a lot of times this has to do with either, it could be a little bit with your crown chakra, but a lot of this is with your third eye. Your third eye is the receptor. The third eye is what comes in. I know it kind of looks like you're reaching up, but you are. It's not precluding your higher power, but it's also trusting your gut. Your third eye is what is your intuition. Your third eye is the messages that come in, and this could be a time that you have a lot of openness to higher power, and you can let the information come in. Okay? Next card. Sorrow. Okay, so here we have a 9 again. So remember the 9 energy. The interesting thing about this card, the story behind this card, is this man suffered a loss. He suffered a loss. This is the story. But he's not so much sorry for the person that he lost. He's more or less sorry that his situation has changed. It's more, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So while things change, you can feel a little bit out of place with change. You can feel a little bit emotional with change. So just know that, because even though it could be going into this better place for you, it can still make you it's kind of like I want, and then when you get it, also it's kind of like, I've been wanting this so long, what do I do now? So this is where you recoup a little bit, you take some time, and then you get back on your path. But this is part of your path also. Next card. And this is part of your path. So here we have that 3 energy again. So a 9 and a 3. We have the 3 and the 9 here. So let's see what our numbers are. And we have another 3 here. So some 3 energies. Experiencing is about feeling what you're feeling, is being in your moment, letting the pain come in and processing it through instead of hiding from it. Let it come through you. Feel it, because then you can then process it and then you can start healing. Remember what I say about, physical therapy? Healing hurts. It hurts. Physical therapy, if you've got something, that it hurts. And so this is that time, this could be a time, especially with your receptivity, when you are feeling your feelings, and the card experiencing is basically saying, this is a good time to do that. Do not put it off. Let it come, because the quicker you experience, the quicker you see it, you take it out, the quicker you're going to see that it was not the monster that you might have thought it was. Okay? So that was a little different for you too. So, alrighty now. Archangel Power Tarot cards. So we have a lot of threes. We have the 9 energy, which is also part of the 3 energy too. So just, and there's major power with that. Okay. One more time for my Capricorns, my Cappies. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Reversed. Alrighty. First card is the 2 of Gabriel. So we have a 2 energy. Choices. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? It's also partnering. It's fire energy. We talked about that. So this is kind of like, this is getting out there. This is showing people who you are. This is letting yourself shine. This is not, even though you may be, maybe in some ways you might feel that you're an emotional wreck because of certain things, because of emotions that you've been feeling, emotions you've been allowing to surface. It's still a time for action for you. It's still a time of movement for you. It's still a time for you to have confidence in what you know to do. All right, so make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So we were talking about that a little bit ago, weren't we? All right, here we go. The Page of Ariel. Now, pages, underlying energy, so we talked about that, is Earth. This is Earth. You are Earth. This is new job. This is new, a next step in your job, possibly a promotion, a new project. This is an excitement in this. It's like kind of coming. So after you've gone through whatever this emotional trauma has been and all the emotional angst, it's kind of like it's a renewal of being alive again, and it's a renewal of going to work again. It's a renewal of making money again. And it's just kind of saying, yes, this is where I want to be again. So so Virgo season has an odd energy to it. It has those ups. It's going to be nurturing to you, but it's also going to make you look at things you may not want to look at. Okay? Face things that you may not want to face, but then it winds up coming back full circle to being up again. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. So it's going to be important to feel your feelings this week, this season, but when you can come to that, they won't feel so big. Anyway, next card, reversed. 2 of Raphael. So now we have the 2 energies here. And Raphael is water energy. That is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Remember, we have Pisces and Scorpio in this time. So I'm kind of thinking this could be around that full moon. Or when Venus goes into Scorpio, there could be a relationship energy going on here. It could be that you connect with something or someone at this time also. Okay, remember, your work, it could be maybe this around. So look at what I said about when it was Venus going into Scorpio, and then also that full moon. Kind of possibly, I'm kind of saying something could be relationship-wise, your work, personal, family, during that time also. So there could be something that really grows. It grows. Okay. 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. So let us see. Don't give up on those people. Hope springs eternal. Okay. Hope there's always possibilities. So don't give up. Here we are. But it does look like a little bit of a roller coaster. It's like when you're high, you're high. There's going to be some of those down moments, but then you come right back up. So have confidence in yourself. Know that you can do this. Feel your feelings and then say, okay, enough's enough. Time to move on. Next card, the Nine of Abundance. Well, we like that one. So 9 has, again, that kind of completion. All the pieces are there. Everything is ready. And abundance is that earth energy. It is your energy. Life is wonderful. Your hard work and dedication to your dreams will provide you with great peace and contentment. Take time to enjoy quiet moments of reflection and leisure. Feel free to buy yourself small, luxurious gifts. You've earned the financial security and independence you now enjoy. I like that. I like that a lot. So now let's see. We're going to finish up and see what we have, what crystal or energy for my Capricorns we have. So yeah, it's always, yeah, don't get ups, downs, ups, downs. When you do have the downs, feel it, move on. Feel it, move on. Because there's lots of ups for you during Virgo season. Okay, what crystal or energy for my Capricorns? Celestite, and you know I love Celestite. Celestite is all about communicating with angels, so that would be your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, whoever that is to you. Tranquility, good fortune. It's also about deep meditation, which is always good. It's always good to have a little bit of time to reconnect, okay? Okay. So my Capricorns, interesting energy. You know, it will be. It's going to be an interesting time for you, but you're gonna stand firm through it all, and you'll push through any of those obstacles. Okay, remember to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell. You do help me stay on air. As always, though, my Capricorns, most importantly, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.